she a little cutie, yo, the way she make me wanna get all in the yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros.
Do
like
you really
that.
wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air.
Justin Hopkins taking our quarter.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Open man, here's Benson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing is Milton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Milton. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now Burrow loses the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They go play action with Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. Burrow on play action, rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A give left side for Benson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here we go. Play action. It's Burrow. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Bengals nothing.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Milton now to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets around him. Down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
To throw is Milton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Milton. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Trey Benson from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Milton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
They're on the 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Benson. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Here we go. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everything. the end, he's just got to throw it away.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off. Down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers, 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before break. Milton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chargers 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Dobbins. Touchdown, Chargers. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2 yards to go, second down. Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Back to throw now on first down. This pass complete to Higgins.
He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 28-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, I can't help but chuckle because this morning, you and I sitting at the hotel, keys to the game, I asked you, said they had the 3 interceptions last week. If they get one early, could be trouble. They got it on the first pass of the game.
And they anticipated getting it early because of their success last week. They are so coordinated right now on defense that everyone's looking at each other saying, who's going to get the next one? And believing it, and they made it happen.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Anderson.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
11 MT.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, 54 yards. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action, Fields out to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
2nd down, goal to go.
Here we go, Scott. All right.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
J.K. Dobbins
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go with Burrow. That is intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 on Charger TD.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Here's second down. Burrow.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
To throw, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout. Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, A lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And they take a knee. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it's still